Ladies and gentlemen, we start a new Path of Glory series right here. With a new, interesting setup to it. And all I can say is I'm intrigued to see what will happen. As we already know, the new Pog is going to have a new setup to it. With 12 superstars competing for a shot at the CXWI World Title at the Path of Glory CPV. The first stage, the participants will compete in random matches over a 6-show period, with singles, triple threats, fatal four-ways, random match types. It's all in. And there will be one occasion for each contender that they'll have to compete twice. Now, all methods of winning are available. Even the DQ rule will be active in the Path of Glory series, unless it will have to be off or on by default. Say, for instance, in a hardcore rules match, the DQ rule would not be active. So you can see there the ways in which they score. And then in the second stage, there'll be no elimination for the first stage, but the rank you come in the first stage will determine where you are in the second stage. A double elimination tournament in which ranks 12th to 5th will have to compete in the first round. The top 4 receive a pass to the second round. You can see the link to what that tournament will look like in the description below. Anyway, people, the participants in this Path of Glory series, as you can see there, the table is set up. And once again, people, I've got no clue who is going to be competing when and who they're going to be competing against. However, people, we are going to be informed right now who will be competing twice on this show. So the two individuals that will have to compete twice. And it's Jack Stanbridge and Vince Ford. So later tonight, those two will have to face each other. So that's one match we can guarantee confirmed. Oh boy. However, I've got no clue what's going to happen for the rest of the night. However, what I can tell you, people, is the match types. Those were told to me before the show. This first one is a regular triple threat match, so all methods will be active in this match, meaning pinfalls, submissions, knockouts, and disqualifications. Essentially, it's T-Bone's rules. And we now know the first participant in is the EXE virus. Sonic, he'll be looking to try and get his Path of Glory series off to a good start. Certainly going to need it. And our next participant in this one, Sebulba. And of course, Sebulba, need to be stated about him, he hasn't exactly made a lot of friends with his recent demands. Of course, many of you may remember seeing him on the release report, in that he threatened to quit if not given a raise. But instead, we were able to compromise and we put him into the Path of Glory series. So he didn't actually, thankfully we didn't have to actually raise the amount he was paid. However, we put him into the Path of Glory series. Well, I say we put him in, we were kind of forced. Well, anyway, the EXE virus and Sebulba. Here comes one of the shock picks to be put into the Path of Glory series. That's JSR. Of course, JSR completely under the previous regime under Shadow, was almost completely removed from CXWI programming. Multiple times his matches would be cancelled under Shadow's regime. Commander Shepard has agreed to give him an opportunity here in the Path of Glory series. Well, anyway, regular rules in this one, so regular, well, I say regular, I mean under the Pog regular, meaning that all methods of points are active. Once again, I'll go over them with you. You saw them earlier, but I'll go over them with you again. Winning by pinfall scores you 3 points. Winning by submission scores you 5 points. Winning by knockout scores you 7 points. Winning by DQ scores you a point. If you were to win by other, say for instance in a ladder, a table or a cage match, it would score you 3 points. But this isn't a ladder, table or cage match. Of course, it pretty much is T-Bone's rules under those conditions. Now, of course, there's also the set things if you lose. If you lose by pinfall, you don't get anything. If you lose by submission, it's -1 point. If you lose by knockout, it's -3 points. If you lose by disqualification, it is -10 points. And if you lose in any other method, such as ladder, table or cage, you don't get anything. Nicely done there by the Virus. Of course, you may have noticed, but Saborba, he's no longer adorning the white attires. Neither is JSR, of course, the Unholy Alliance. They've done what they need to do. They have removed Shadow from power. JSR actually being the ref and breaking up that submission. That could be dangerous if JSR gets disqualified in this first show. Nice shot there. And again, that shot there catches Saborba right ahead, and JSR right now putting on an impressive show. And this is what JSR is capable of, people. And after all the times that Shadow's management have held him back, he's finally out of that, and he could move on to impressing us on his terms, although a lot of people weren't particularly happy to see him in the Path of Glory series. One in particular, Scott McShannon, made his opinions very public about his thoughts on JSR being in the series. Also as well commenting on people like Vince Ford and Miss Motone on being in the series. Of course, Miss Motone, a very controversial pick, following his behaviour at Golden Ambitions. Nicely done there by Saborba. Vince Ford also considered quite a controversial pick, considering the fact he didn't compete at WrestleMania, as JSR didn't as well. It was put under the pretense that JSR was being given a chance by management themselves, particularly under the new reign of COO Shepard. And Vince Ford was actually given the opportunity by the Arbiter himself. Arbiter wanted him put in, as was the case with Jack, although he probably would have gone in anyway from being the #1 contender for the world title, even though he failed to win the title. He was put in, actually suggested by Arbiter as well. It seems to be the case right now that Jack and the Arbiter are really actually trying properly to rebuild the bridges between them. Not only that, but to try and reinforce them in any way, shape and form. Jawbreaker there. See a swing and a miss on that one, and Saborba and JSR with the double team there. Of course, when the EXE Virus had his victory at Golden Ambitions over Dark Forge and Matthew Herworth. Cover! Nice knee there. Oh, no, that wasn't a knee, that was an elbow. He tries to cover his own and Saborba just stops it. I mean, don't let Saborba, once again I say this all the time about Saborba, don't let his height and his size, or lack of in a way, fool you. He is tough, and he is strong as well. And check this out! Oh! Really gets stopped there. Looked like he was going for an oh, now he's got Big Sonic up and a Dominator! Of course, that was the move, but Sebulba used to send Skywalker to oblivion. And look at this Triad coming out. Jessel might have it. EXE Virus kicks out in the nick of time. Tripped there. Out. Close line. Knocks him off there. See now trying to get the pick up there, not able to do it. Look at the Virus! No! And now on the JSR! And now up goes JSR for a speed adjuster! Got it! Trying to cover it, the referee got caught in the impact of that one. 1, 2, and broken up there by Sebulba. Nice. And now look at this. Sebulba. Nice neck breaker. And well, seeming confident there, but he hit the jawbreaker on Sebulba, but Sebulba going straight back up from it. Tried that wheel kick there, didn't get it, and there's a wheel kick there from Sebulba. Sebulba now at the top, and nicely done there again. Sebulba proving himself to be very agile off the ropes. Check it out! Dominator! But from behind. Breaking that one there, and uh-oh! Up he goes again, and again there! Sebulba dropping him. Tries for the cover. He gets it! First points of the series. And Sebulba has got them. Very impressive showing by Sebulba as well. Very impressive. So 3 points on the board for Sebulba. That was how. That Dominator. Still don't know what Sebulba actually gives it, if he gives a name for it, but bottom line, Sebulba temporarily takes top of the board. We've now got to await the results from the other matches. Someone could equalize with him. At the least. Unless they win by DQ. But in this next one, the DQ rule is not active. It is hardcore rules in this one. And by the sounds of things, the first participant in this one, an individual who I have to say is very lucky. Very lucky. This individual escaped doing prison time. Many people believe he should have been thrown into prison for his crimes. And though he was found guilty on the sex trafficking charge, he was found not guilty for paedophilia. He was also found guilty for rape, so he's had to pay a fine, most of which he's had to pay to the Brotherhood themselves, and has been put under house arrest with his only allowance to be outside is for here in CXWI. Well, anyway, Zoloark again. Whoever he's... Oh my word! Oh, now this! This is interesting!